Hey guys, so not the best light, I know. Can you believe I actually used to film in here? Like, I'd film right up against this window and be like, hey guys! Or if you guys remember my book picture back here, don't mind this mess. So this is my office area slash guest room kind of place where more of my books and my comic books go, and like old books and my owl lamp. There he is. So I'm going to show you guys today how I do my Instagram photos. So this is the first kind of video that I've done this way, so hopefully you guys enjoy it, and please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And so let's get into this. Alright, so don't mind the mess, but this is where all of my props are for my Instagram pictures. There's the stack of books that I'm going to be taking a picture of, and some of my fake succulents and flowers, and they all go over here where more of my Instagram stuff are. So like here's like fall, and then there's like Christmassy, and so then I come over here. Hi Tom! I come over here, and this is what I film on. And so at the beginning of my Instagram stuff, I filmed on this blue desk. And then I moved to this over here, which I just ripped up an old book and then glued on here. And then I really wanted a lighter kind of format in my pictures. I wanted something very, very airy and comforting and sort of cozy. And so I actually got these. This is a poster board from Michael's, and I got it for, I think they were like $1.99 each, and then I'm a teacher, so I get a teacher's discount, and so they were super, super inexpensive. I'm going to show you guys how I set up my pictures. So the very first thing I do is place the book that I am wanting to put the picture in right there, and I sort of try and figure out what kind of colors would pop really, really well with this book. So I'm going to go over to all of my flowers, and I know that orange and green pop really well together, and so I'm going to put a couple of different types of orange flowers in with it. And then I want to, of course, I have an addiction to succulents, if you guys didn't know. I'm going to pop a couple of succulents in there just to sort of liven it up a bit. I'm going to add a little bit more greenery into the picture, and I'm also going to go and get my my house plant. I'm actually going to go and get my real succulents, so hold on one moment. I always like having a little bit of real plants mixed in with my fake plants. I have recently become addicted to succulents, if you guys have been following my Instagram and all of this fun stuff. So now I think that it looks really, really good. So I'm going to take a couple of pictures of it, and then I will show you how I edit them. I'm going to take a few pictures and I'll insert them in, and you guys can see the before and after. So you guys just saw the videos of how I stage my pictures and everything like that. Now I'm going to show you guys how I edit my pictures. So what I'm going to do is I am going to actually record myself, recording myself, go through the editing process, if that makes sense. It's like phone inception or something, I don't know, but it's gonna be up here. And so if I'm looking down, that is why. You guys will be able to see what's going on. So the very first thing that I need to do is scroll down and put my screen recorder on. So the very first thing that you want to do is go to your screen recorder on your phone, and so mine is counting down, and it is now recording my screen, as you can see by the little red dot in the bottom left-hand corner. And so now I'm recording. I'm going to open up my phone, and of course you can see all of my apps and my addiction to succulents with my background and all of that fun stuff. So I'm going to go to my pictures. So I took 3 pictures each, 2 with the regular photo camera and then 1 with the portrait scape. I think I like the portrait version of the Beasts of Extraordinary Circumstances. So I'm going to go back to my pictures and I'm going to delete the ones that I don't like. Then I'm going to go back to my Rules of Magic by Alice Hoffman, which is actually the sequel or sort of like a prequel of Practical Magic, which is one of my absolute favorite movies of all time ever. And I really want to read this because it's all about the aunts. So I think I actually like I don't like the portrait one as much because it's not as bright. But I do like the way that it's centerized a little bit more than these, but I can centerize these as well. I think that I'm still gonna go with the portrait though. So I'm gonna select the ones that I don't want and I'm going to delete. And I'm gonna do the same through sourdough. Again, I like the portrait. Then I'm gonna do the same with Little Fires Everywhere. Ooh, I like that one. Nope, I like the portrait better. Then I'm gonna do the same with the Last Equation of Isaac Severy. And I like the portrait one. It seems like I'm just gonna like the portrait one these times. And then the last one is the Gathering of Shadows by V.E. Schwab. I'm gonna go through and I like the portrait one better on this one as well. So I'm going to delete those. And now I have the pictures that I want, and I'm gonna go to my favorite app that I use, which is Lightroom CC. It's a free app, so I'm not, I don't pay extra for any of it. So I'm gonna go into there, and I'm going to click the little picture and the plus button down here on the bottom right-hand corner, and I'm going to pick the 6 ones that I want. I'm going to sort of hard press on them, and I'm gonna select the 6 books that I want, and I'm going to add the 6 photos, and they're going to be in my all photos version. Now I'm going to go to the very first one that I took, which is Beast of Extraordinary Circumstances, and for my Instagram I prefer the squared version of the pictures, so I'm going to go to crop, and what's awesome about this app is I can do a 1x1 square, and then I can sort of put it where exactly I want it and hit the check mark, and then I'm gonna go over to presets, and I've been really liking bright lately. You could do natural, which is what it is, high contrast in detail, vivid, and then you could do matte as well. But I've been liking bright, and then I also put a filter over that as well. And so I'm done with this one, and I'm gonna hit to save to camera roll with the maximum available size so that it is the most beautiful version of it. And then I'm going to do the same. So I'm going to scroll over. I'm going to crop to a 1x1 square. I'm going to put it sort of in the center where I want it. Go to presets, bright, and I'm going to continue on. So I'm going to fast forward through the rest of these pictures. So now, if I go back to my photos, I can see the difference between each of these pictures. So if I go to the Little Fires Everywhere, and there's the beginning, the first one, versus what it looks like before. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually post one to my Instagram. So here's my Instagram and, you know, all of the lovely people that I follow. And here is my most recent feed. I really like the brightness of it. And so I'm going to go to little plus just like we normally would. And let's say I'm going to post, let's see, which one do I want to post? Ooh, I like that one. So I'm going to post Little Fires Everywhere. And I have been using lo-fi to make it a little bit more poppy. Now I can go in and adjust sort of the, I've been playing around with adjusting like highlights and lowlights. I don't want it to be too much of an edit so that it looks, you know, kind of, it doesn't look the best. So I think that I really like that. I know it doesn't seem like a lot different, but it is. So I think I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna look at the brightness, and I think that looks pretty good, don't you? And I'm going to hit done. And then next, and then I'm going to write a caption. So all of these books that I took pictures of today are going to be my next video that's coming out on Friday, and it is the top books that I want to read that are non-cozies this summer. And after I have done my caption, I always post on my Tumblr, which a lot of people don't know about. So I actually do have a Tumblr where I post most of my Instagram pictures and then other really, really cool bookish things that I find on Tumblr themselves. So if you want to go, you can follow me. It's Courtagonist. Just look that up on Tumblr. And then I make sure everything's exactly the way I want, and then I share it. After I have shared it, I actually have a little notes pad where I put all of my hashtags. So the ones that I use all the time. So I know that these are the ones that a lot of people look up. So I go back and I put those in. Now you have to remember, I think that you're only allowed like 30 hashtags or something along those lines. And then I know that I used 2 above, so I'm gonna use 2 below here. I'm gonna put summer reading and then hashtag cozy companions, because that's what I call my favorite people. And now that is posted, and if I go to my feed, you will see as it refreshes that I have my brand new picture there. And so that's always a lot of fun to be able to see. I absolutely love doing the Instagram photos. I know that they're not as many as I normally have, but I am really, really enjoying them. So there it is, Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Ng, and there is my picture. So if you watched this all the way through, I want you to go and comment on this picture, hashtag Instatube, because, you know, it's Instagram and YouTube. I'm showing you like the difference between like what I do. So that is, that's pretty much how it's going to go. So that's the end of this chapter of Courtagonist. I hope that you guys really enjoyed watching how I take my Instagram photos and the process with everything like that. Let me know if there's any other videos that you guys would like to see on my channel anytime soon. I love talking to you guys in the comments, and I just, you know, I love my bookish family, and I just want to make sure that we are, you know, rocking it the way that you guys want to rock it on this channel. So that's the end of this chapter. I hope that you like this video and give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, guys, happy reading. Bye. Oh no, my plants aren't up here. Hold on.
The important stuff in life.
The important
One job.
Well, I mean, you got a lot of jobs, but you got one job.
The most important job. Plants.
Well, yes. Do you know how freaking cute these plants are?
Super cute.
They're freaking adorable.
The most adorable thing ever after you.
Well, I'm alright.
The hell?
Look how cute they look. I bet you it makes my background seem so much cuter.
I mean, you're going to be in front of that one.
Shh. Bet you it makes my background
Well,
seem
it's going to make your background look so much cuter. Yeah.
See?
Especially that one down there.
Yes.
Fuck was that?
You weren't thinking. Alright. See? But the yellow one you can see. Well, I feel better.
Well, that's good. That's what matters.
Exactly.
Okay. Do you want it like that? Can you see it?
Yes, that looks good. Yeah, that looks good. You can see my sage, or my lavender plant.
Mm-hmm.
Lavender plant.
How's that again?
Lavender plant.
Gotcha. Right. You're recording.
Well, of course we're recording. All right.
Love you.
Love you.